In this presser, the clips, they were farming. And all the fighters were actually charming. But this actually got me hyped up for the fights with Arman. Like, what's Arman doing? Yeah, baby. What's Arman doing next? That's what that presser made me think about. You know, Dana White was so salty during this presser. First of all, he got pressed on multiple occasions, which we're going to talk about because Dana was so pissed during this presser. You could tell you didn't want to be there. You ever look at a man's face and see, oh, I don't want to be there. All the stupid shit I say is finally catching up to me. You know, the things I do behind the scenes are finally catching up to me. And I just think it's funny because this whole presser and this whole situation had a lot to do with Arman. Now, there was so much Arman Tsarukyan questions. And, you know, Patty trying to be the badass Patty. Yeah, he's going to try to steal the limelight and respond and shit. I think this is funny, you know, because every single time Arman gets brought up, you can see how uncomfortable it made Dana White. Like, Dana White was legitimately uncomfortable and he didn't know what to say. When people will bring up situations and like scenarios that Dana White needs to answer, you can see like he kind of gets flustered and kind of just deflects and deflects and deflects. Dana White answered 0 questions from the crowd today. Like 0. Like, when I say 0, I mean like everything that was asked at Dana, he like pretended like he was going to entertain it and then completely deflected it, which I think is very embarrassing but very typical for Dana White, who knows he's starting to run a fraud company, you know, a company that ignores rankings and does all that shit. Because you could say things about Dana through the internet. One thing I'll applaud these media members for, who I know they're not going to get access to any more media things in the UFC because they're asking questions like this. I can respect them for being ballsy and even asking these questions, knowing what they're risking, you know. So shout out these fighters. And overall, the press conference was actually pretty solid. You know, Derek Lewis had his funny ass moments. Derek Lewis is hilarious. I kind of am rooting for him, even though I think Waldo's going to knock him out. You know, Gene Silva just being his autistic self, you know, that was pretty cool. And yeah, Paddy Pimblett putting on his high heels and fixing his posture. But neither here or there. Let's play, you know, some of these media questions I'll ask to Dana. Let's watch Dana White's responses.
What's the question?
Some fighters have said that the rankings don't seem to matter anymore as far as getting a title shot. Does that sentiment concern you?
No.
I know that's really low. I don't know why this is so low, but like, you see how like embarrassing that probably is for him. Like he knows what he just did there is just completely deflected. So people are worried about the divisional rankings. That's the whole building, the whole pyramid of the UFC not being put to use. Does that worry you at all? No. Fuck the rankings, dude. Fuck. Yeah, dude. Fuck. We only care about popularity, dude. Yeah, cowbunga. Yeah, fuck off, man. You're a dick.
What's the question?
Some fighters have
What a
said that the
dickhead.
rankings don't seem to matter anymore as far as getting a title shot. Does that sentiment concern you?
No.
Fuck Arman Tsarukyan.
And honestly, you guys probably thought that fuck Arman Tsarukyan situation, that thing that he just said was probably, oh, that's bad, dude, that's aura, man, that's badass, that's aura. No, it just made Dana look even more dumb because it showed that who Dana White was specifically talking about in that situation. Like, it showed who Dana White was addressing, because Dana White, like, the question was asked in regards to Arman. Everyone knows that, you know. And Dana White didn't want to address it. But then Patty was like, yeah, fuck Arman. We know it's about Arman. We know divisional rankings don't matter only when it's Arman. You know, so at least Patty like makes it blatantly obvious for probably the idiots who like don't understand what's going on. So shout out Patty for saying the name, and shout out Dana for just being stupid as hell and being Dana White. Dana's so unlikable, eh? And that's not even all, because like, of course, there's going to be more questions that are asked about that were asked about Arman in this press conference. For some reason, Arman was asked about a lot of times. You know, I only have a couple clips here, like 2 clips, but if you actually watch the presser, everyone was indirectly asking about Arman, or they were asking about situation in the UFC that leads to people like Arman not getting a title shot. And every single time, Dana White was just ignoring and bobbing and weaving the questions. They bring up Arman Tsarukyan's like whole, like, everyone knows how Arman Tsarukyan's on that fucking social media run where he was just collabing with all the biggest YouTubers in the world, all the biggest streamers in the world. You know, Arman was making big moves, and this is Dana White's response to that whole situation.
Media tour the past week, and everyone's saying it's the biggest thing in fighting right now.
He's asking you.
I haven't seen it.
He's asking you why Arman's trying to be like me, going around eating food, and it's because he's got no personality and he's a little nit.
I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it. Good try, though.
That stupid, snarky, good try, though. Like, bro, You know you've seen it if you're trying to be all smart ass about it. Yeah, good try though. Like, I don't care about it. Because Dana White's whole thing about ignoring that first question, the first question he ignored was about divisional rankings, how divisions don't matter. And the reason Dana White doesn't care about divisions is because he looks at popularity. The thing about Arman Tsarukyan going on this long popularity run with all these big streamers now and like collabing with the big people, Arman's management is very smart because now they're looking at Arman like, okay, they can't say he's not popular because he's arguably the most popular lightweight on the planet Earth right now, as well as the fact he's the number one contender. So that means he's the most deserving. Dana White definitely has seen what's going on. The reason he's going to act dumb and it's going to act like this is the first time he's got this brought up to him, knowing probably multiple, if not hundreds of people have been telling Dana White or showing Dana White proof of Arman Tsarukyan on this run. And probably people even asked Dana White about questions like this behind closed doors, but he's going to get on here and act like this is the first time I'm hearing about it. What has Arman been doing? You know everything about what Arman's been doing, but you're trying to play dumb, you know? And Patty Pimblett, of course, has been seeing it. And I don't even know what the fuck Patty's talking about. He's trying to be like me, eating food. Shut your mouth. Bro's gatekeeping food, bro. This is the generation we're in, man. Badass over here, gatekeeping food. Arman's been doing that shit his whole life. He's been flexing his dad's money, eating food, and just being funny. That's been Arman's, like, his whole career, damn near. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Like, that's my thing, eating food. I couldn't even recall Patty, like, posting food videos. The only thing I really remember about Patty is him just posting his fat weight outside of camp. Like, that's what like, you're known for, like, your body weight transfers. No one gives a shit about you. People, not a single soul in the world thinks Arman's copying him. Like, what's he even talking about?
Arman's media tour the past week, and everyone's saying it's the biggest thing in fighting right now.
He's asking you.
I haven't seen it.
He's asking you why Arman's trying to be like me, going around eating food.
Like, what?
It's because he's got no personality and he's a little nit.
I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it. Good try, though.
Good try, though. I'm salty. Yeah, you guys almost got me back to back. Fucking dweeb, eh? Dana White's so shambles. I think it's so funny when you know Dana White knows that he's kind of shambles and he's trying to like overcompensate by saying, oh, but this and that, or I never seen it, or no, I don't want to talk about it. So the thing about Dana White, when you back him to the corner, he has one or two moves. One, he denies it and just lies completely and acts like he has no idea what you're talking about. Or two, he completely just like neglects he ignores the question. Like, you ask him a question, he'll be like, I don't really care about it. Like, and this is the guy running the company. This is why you can't keep doing shit like this, because it's eventually going to catch up to you. If you keep like making people who don't deserve shots get shots because you want to go for popularity, they're going to get you backed in the corner and start pressing you with questions like this. And they're probably going to do this every presser, which is going to get frustrated. And it's going to probably lead to Dana White wanting to do less of these. And it's going to lead to people like John Anik taking Dana White's places on these pressers. And that's happened before. We've seen people like Anik and Joe Rogan or whatever take over press conferences because Dana White can't be there, you know. And I guarantee you guys, especially this year, the way Dana White's going, we're going to see a lot less of Dana White actually being physically present at the pressers, because this is his first one on Paramount, and all it's ever been is why is the company going to shit, dude, and why don't you care about it? And it's just Dana White deflecting, which is a bad business module in general. Like, no one wants to see this in a business owner going over here and just like deflecting and denying questions that he knows that everyone deserves an answer to. Despicable, disgusting, horrible businessman. And I don't care. And what pissed me off about Dana, and I'm still not going to forgive him for, when he says shit like, if you have a problem with the title fights, don't watch it. If you have a problem with Diego Lopez versus Volkanovski, first of all, Diego's a badass. He deserves that. He fucking beat Gene Silva after almost getting finished, you know. He deserves that. You know, Volk has never even fought Diego Lopez. This is a new fight. Just making up dumb shit and trying to push it down our throats and saying, if you don't like it, don't watch. Horrible businessman, man. I don't know how he's still running the company. See, I would tell you guys to boycott it, but unfortunately, I like UFC too much. Like, I'm going to keep watching, which is frustrating because I know he knows that. But it's frustrating that he's trying to use that against us. Like, oh, if you have a problem, stop watching. Because he knows we're going to keep watching. What a dweeb, eh? But it's not the only time Dana got grilled. Dana was kind of getting grilled this whole time. Which is kind of funny to me because he deserves it. If you guys don't know the context behind this, Justin Gaethje said that when he's fighting on this Paramount card, he's not getting a dime more or nothing. Since then, Dana White has responded saying, we offered Gaethje more money. Gaethje just didn't respond to the more money. I'm pretty sure Dana White said this Dana White offered him more money after the situation. And then this is someone trying to bring it to light again at the presser, and this is how the whole interaction went down.
Question for both Dana and Justin. I would be remiss to ask, but, you know, Justin, a lot of people picked up on your comments about pay and everything.
I'm here to talk about fighting.
All right, there you go.
And you know Dana ain't gonna say a word. Look at his face. You know Dana ain't gonna say a word. You know Dana going. And I feel bad for Gaethje because Gaethje got I'm not laughing. It's just kind of funny to me. You know, Gaethje got that talk backstage. Hey, come here, motherfucker. Hey, listen, brother. Hey, listen, Buggy. Hey, yeah, you do that shit again, you're out of here, bud. Listen, you don't even deserve this shit. You know damn well Arman deserves more than you, buddy. All right, bud? All right, kiddo? All right, so don't be going on here exposing me that I'm not paying you any extra. And I don't give a fuck if you haven't touched $1 million, even though you get the most bonuses in UFC history. I don't give a damn about you, boy. He gave him that talk. The talk that you're not even supposed to be here, kiddo. It's supposed to be Arman Tsarukyan, but I went on a limb and I couldn't make Paddy fight Arman, because if Paddy fought Arman, Arman would have destroyed Paddy. Then that's going to lead to Ilya and Paddy never being made. So I need to give him you. So how about you sit there and shut your mouth and accept this? So now he's trying to go behind the scenes and pay Justin Gaethje more money, and he gave Justin Gaethje that talk, which is why Justin Gaethje went here and fully said, I don't want to talk money, I want to talk fighting. Suddenly, he was okay to talk money until Dana White went into his phone and was like, listen, I'll pay you more. Just keep it calm, bro. Please don't expose me for not paying one of my most entertaining fighters in the world more money. Dweeb. Dana White's a pathetic businessman, eh? This presser is really exposing Dana White's true colors and how like careless he is as just a human being. But outside of just Dana White being horrible, I actually think Justin Gaethje had the beast awaken in this presser, which I like to see. You know, I'm very optimistic about Justin Gaethje. I did pick him. I'm actually one of the couple. I thought less people would pick him. Apparently, I've been hearing rumbles that, like, I think bedtime went Gaethje as well. I could be completely wrong, by the way. This is just what my chat was telling me one time. And some other people actually went Gaethje. So it looks like some people in the community are coming around. But, you know, this made me actually more confident in Gaethje, seeing how the way Gaethje was talking to Paddy Pimblett in the presser. This is pretty much him kind of standing up for Dustin Poirier. And he actually cooked Paddy here. Like, he cooked, like, everything he said was literally factual. It's like, he's been working on his debating skills. Like, he's probably he could get in the ring with me soon. You know, maybe run a little bit of debate. Like, that's how I was feeling watching. I was like, okay, get him, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah.
You know, he definitely sounds overconfident. He's out here disrespecting legends like Dustin Poirier. I'm going to dog walk this English fuck on Saturday. You watch.
Well, Dustin's never got a nice word to say about me, lad. So, I was honest and said he looked like shit against Gaethje. Fucking hell, stop fucking crying, you can't get
That wasn't even the fight you were talking about. You said his last fight.
Which? No, I'm saying Dustin looked like shit against Holloway. That was what I said.
You would also look like shit against Holloway.
Well, we'll see. Once I beat you, I could end up fighting him.
Well, you won't be fighting him. You know,
I like that. I like that, man. I like that back and forth. I was actually into it again, watching that again. Like, you can really feel like, just like when he said English fuck, you know that came from the soul. You guys ever get angry and it comes from the soul? That came from the soul of Gaethje, man. You can hear it in his voice.
Saturday. You watch.
Dustin's
Poirier. I'm going to dog walk this English fuck on Saturday.
Yes,
Watch.
Yes.
Dustin's never got a...
Oh man, Paddy's funny because he's so unlikable, and it's just, I feel like everyone, I might be hate watching for the first time, but not hate watching just solely based on Paddy, but it's like, guys, hate watching Paddy is in hand hate watching Dana White, because you guys got to realize the whole reason Paddy Pimblett went up 7 rankings without fighting, people forget about that. I got to bring it back to light every once in a while. The reason he was going up rankings without fighting, the reason that he got this title opportunity and was put in an interim title fight, you know, the reason he got Justin Gaethje and not Arman Tsarukyan, even though Arman Tsarukyan was more deserving on a better win streak and beat better people like Charles Oliveira, who happened to beat Justin Gaethje. But the reason they gave it to Justin Gaethje is because Dana White knew if he gave it to Arman was going to go in there and beat Paddy, which definitely ruins the plan of Paddy versus Ilya. And Paddy versus Ilya have beef, so Dana White sees that as money signs. So what Dana White's not going to try to tell you guys is the truth about division rankings do matter, but they just don't matter when I'm trying to make a mega fight. So I'm trying to make the mega fight with Ilya Poirier and Paddy Pimblett, and I can't make that happen as long as Arman's in the picture. So I'm going to give Justin Gaethje this cookie. And Dana White, I hope you know we're hate watching you, which means we're hate watching Paddy, which is why we're gonna go get it done on Saturday night. Yeah, baby, yeah. Yo, when I hit a mode, I just flow. Words come out my mouth. I can't even think. My brain doesn't even keep up with my mouth. My mouth just keeps moving. My brain goes, bro. But let me know what you guys think about this. We're gonna end that hype train. We're gonna hate watch Dana and Paddy. We're gonna get it done Saturday, brother. 2 more sleeps. See you guys later. God bless. 2, 3, 4.